Rock-type Pokemon is arguably the worst type in the Pokemon game, especially in the Paldea region. It has so many weaknesses, and the upcoming battles are going to be very difficult. Now, these are the trainers that we have to go up against to beat Pokemon Violet by only using Rock-type Pokemon. Now you see, we got 2 weaknesses against the Gym Leader, 2 weaknesses against the Elite Four, and 1 weakness against the Team Star Boss. So can we beat Pokemon Violet by only using Rock-type Pokemon? So before we begin, guys, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So please subscribe to my channel, guys, and turn on notification and hit the like button. And as soon as we reach 500 subscribers, I will drop that special video that I promised to do. So let's get on with this video. I really want to use a Tyranitar in my team, but you know Tyranitar is only Scarlet exclusive. So in order for me to get a Larvitar in my squad, I need to trade them from Scarlet, or I need to breed them. But in order for me to breed them and for me to use them, normal Larvitar isn't an issue. But to make it interesting, I only can breed a shiny Larvitar. So let's see how many eggs can I get until I got a shiny Larvitar. Okay, egg number 300. Will it produce a normal Tyranitar or a shiny Tyranitar? Fingers crossed, guys. And oh my god, finally! After 300 eggs, I got a shiny Larvitar. Now, we can also add another team member into our squad, which is a Bonsly. After getting our teams to the level cap, now it's time to take on Katie and her Bug-type Pokemon. Now, Rock-type has the advantage over a Bug-type Pokemon, so this is going to be a demolition. Now, at level 16, our Bonsly learns Mimic and evolve into Sudowoodo. Now, this could be a huge step against the next Titan match. Right before we take on the next Titan, we found a shiny Necklace, so we added it into our squad. Now it's time for our Titan match. Remember our Sudowoodo? Yeah, our Sudowoodo ability is not sturdy, it's rock hit, so any recall damage, we will not take any damage from it. So, our next gym battle is gonna be a tough one against a grass type. So we need a Pokemon that can handle Brasius grass type. And we stumble upon a shiny Cloth. Now, we're not gonna pass the chance away. So we're gonna go ahead and capture it. Now it's time for our first difficult battle in this rock type challenge run. Can we beat Precious? Our next Titan fight proved to be no challenge for us as Bombardier is flying and a dark type, so our rock type have the advantage over it. Now it's time for our first Team Star boss fight against the dark type user Giacomo. Now, before our next gym battle, at level 24, our Necli can evolve into Knucklestack. Now it's time to take on the electric streamer Iono in our next gym battle. Whilst I was looking for a charcoal, I stumbled upon a shiny roly-coly. So we go ahead and capture it. And before our next Titan battle, we can evolve our roly-coly into a charcoal, which is a rock and a fire type. Now it's time to take on another Titan boss, Oathworm. Now, before we take on the next Team Star boss, we can add Dreadnought into our squad. Now, having a Dreadnought that can dish out rain dance and take care of Mela pesky fire type Pokemon is a bonus and addition to the squad because we don't want her to be destroying our team and setting up a sun for the rest of the round. Before we take on the next gym battle, there is one Rockruff that we can catch, which is Centera because of his ability on tempo. And it's because it's in the evening, the dusk time, we can evolve our Rockruff into the dusk form like in Rock. Now it's time for us to take on our second toughest battle in this run against Kofu and his water type Pokemon. Now it's time for us to take on Atticus, the Team Star boss, who uses a poison type Pokemon. Now in this battle, I'll be using a Bastiodon, but this will be my one time using a Bastiodon because it is a very defensive Pokemon and abysmal attack. So this will be the last time I'm gonna use a Bastiodon. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Before our next gym battle, we got a couple of evolution. Carkol into Colossal and Necrostack into Garganical. Now, our battle against Larry, I opted to use a Golem only for this gym battle, where I know I should have used Golem in a lot of battle. After getting the teams up to the level cap, now it's time to take on Rhyme and her ghost Pokemon in a double battle. Now, after getting our teams prepared, it's time for us to take on Tulip and her psychic type Pokemon. this is our last gym battle against an ice type. So we have the advantage, right? So it's going to be an easy victory for us. Well, so our upcoming fight is up against a Fairy Team Star boss, and we found a shiny Glimmet in this cave and added into our squad. And we can evolve our Glimmet into Glimmora for our next fight. Now it's time for us to take on the next Team Star boss, Ortega and his fiery type Pokemon. Now it's time for us to take on our last Titan battle. So, as you can see, this was supposed to be our final Team Star boss fight, but unfortunately, my capture card only captured the audio of this battle, but not the actual video. So I'm so sorry for this, but we managed to beat Eri without any difficulties, and let's move on to the Elite Four. Now, there is one Pokemon that we can catch before we taking on the Elite Four, which is a Slugma. And by leveling it up, we can evolve our Slugma into a Magcargo. So, we can evolve our Larvita into a Tyranitar. Our first two Elite Four is gonna be very challenging for us. So can we get past through the Elite Four? We had defeated all of the Elite Four. Now it's Champions time. Now it's for our final rival battle against our rival Nemona. Our final battle will be up against Professor Turo. Can we beat Pokemon Violet by only using Rock-type Pokemon? We had done it, guys. We had defeated Pokemon Violet by only using Rock-type Pokemon. Now, as I learned in this journey, Rock-type Pokemon really truly live up to the name as the worst type in the game. It might be bulky. It might look bulky, but it's not bulky. So, would I do it again? Maybe in the future, but in different games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next future video. Peace.